Welcome back in everyone to Bernie Man's Gaming Vault. This thing had some seriously underrated games, and today I'm going to do a countdown of my top 10 favourite Master System games. Not necessarily the best, not the best of all time, none of that. Just the ones that I keep coming back to and the ones that stuck with me growing up. Kicking off at number 10, we've got Psycho Fox. Now, this game is just weird, but in the best possible way. It's got that classic side-scrolling platformer feel, but then it throws in these bizarre mechanics like switching between characters mid-level, each with different abilities, and the whole toy box vibe. It feels like you're playing inside some kind of chaotic cartoon world. The enemies are odd, the environments are unpredictable, and nothing really feels normal, but that's kind of why it works. It's not the tightest platformer ever made, I'll be honest, but there's a charm here that's hard to ignore. It feels experimental, like the developers are trying to mess with stuff and see what's stuck, and somehow it sticks. Loved this game as a kid, wasn't trying to be anything fantastic, it was just a fun game. Now in at number 9 we've got Batman Returns. Now this is one of those licensed games that actually gets it right. It's dark, it's moody, and it really captures the feel of the movie. You've got this side-scrolling beat-em-up style gameplay. While it's not super deep, it's satisfying. There's something about just walking through Gotham and punching clowns that never gets old. The visuals are surprisingly solid for the Master System too. Lots of detail, good use of the colours and shadows, and it kind of feels atmospheric. It's not trying to reinvent the wheel or anything, but it doesn't need to. It knows exactly what it is, and it delivered. And again, another game that I got a lot of fun out of as a kid. Coming in at number 8, we've got Sonic the Hedgehog, the Master System version. Now obviously everyone thinks Mega Drive version first, but this one is actually a completely different game. It's slower, more platform focused, and honestly it's a bit more methodical. You can't just blast through levels, you've got to think a little bit more, especially with the level design, and I did kind of love it. It still has that Sonic identity, rings, loops, chaos, emeralds, but it feels like it's its own thing rather than just a downgrade. If anything, it's like a different interpretation of Sonic, and it's definitely worth playing on its own merit. I did love the Mega Drive version, that's more what I grew up on, but this one was my first taste of Sonic, and it really was good fun. Now at number 7 we've got Double Dragon. Now yeah, this isn't the most technically impressive version out there, but for the Master System it does hold its own. It's got that classic beat 'em up gameplay, walk right, punch guys, maybe pick up a weapon, keep going. Simple but effective. What I like about this version is that it feels pretty responsive. The controls are solid and you can actually pull off moves without fighting the game itself, which, let's be honest, wasn't always guaranteed back then. It's a straightforward experience, but sometimes that's exactly what you want. Like I say, it probably wasn't the best version of the game. I've played other versions and they do look better and respond better, but as for this console and my first taste of Double Dragon coming from this console, I did enjoy it and it was fun back in the day. Now in at number 6 is an absolute gem for me. It's California Games. This one is just pure vibes. It's not about intense competition or deep mechanics, it's about chilling out, playing a bunch of different events, skateboarding, surfing, BMX, all that stuff. But yeah, some events are definitely better than others, but that's part of the charm. You're not here to master every single thing, you're just here to mess around and have fun. And as a kid, that's all you wanted to do. The music, the visuals, the whole presentation, it screamed late 80s. It's one of those games you throw on when you don't want to think too hard, and it's just perfect for that. I did love the Mega Drive version as well. It was a bit more refined and a bit more polished, if you will. But again, this one was my first taste of it, and for this console, for this time, it was a fun game. Now at number 5, we've got Afterburner. This game's all about speed, like pure adrenaline. You're flying a jet, dodging missiles, locking onto enemies. It's chaotic, it's fast, and it barely gives you a second to breathe. Now obviously the Master System isn't exactly arcade perfect here. It still captures that feeling, the sense of movement, constant action. It's all there. And honestly, there's something kind of hypnotic about it. You get into a rhythm of weaving through enemy fire and suddenly you're just locked in. It's simple, but it works. Again, there's different versions of this out there, some that look more polished than others. I enjoyed this one. It was one of my first tastes of the game, and it is frantic, chaotic. You just explosions all over the screen, and ducking and diving them incoming missiles was just great fun. Now in at number 4 is Enduro Racer. Now this one surprised me when I first played it as a kid. You'd expect a straightforward racing game, but it's actually more of an action racer. You're jumping hills, dodging obstacles, and constantly trying to keep your speed up. The controls feel really good. There's a nice sense of weight to the bike. Once you get into the flow, it's hard to stop. It's one of those games where you'll say, just one more go, and then suddenly it's been half an hour. I put many hours into this game as a kid. It was so fun and so addictive, but so simple, and I rate it quite highly. It's definitely one of my childhood memories. Now we move into the top 3. Now, it could have been in any way, shape or order this, because they're all great games, but number 3, we've got The Ninja. This game is just cool. You've got throwing stars, swords, magic abilities. It really leans into that ninja fantasy, and the gameplay is fast, but still controlled enough that you don't feel overwhelmed. What I like most is the variety. You're not just doing the same thing over and over. There's always something new being introduced, and you've got to be on your toes and ready for it. It just feels satisfying to play. Landing hits, dodging attacks, it all clicks. Definitely one of the most underrated titles on the system for me. Again, I had hours of fun on this as a kid. It wasn't easy and it didn't hold your hand, and you'd have to really battle through, and you just get into that mentality of, oh, one more go, trying to get further and outdo your last efforts. Great game, great fun. Now in at number 2 is Wonder Boy 3, The Dragon's Trap. This game is honestly incredible. It's got that early Metroidvania style design, exploring, backtracking, unlocking new abilities, and it does it so well. Each transformation completely changes how you play. The world is designed around that, and you're constantly discovering new paths, new secrets, and new areas. And it just pulls you in. You start playing and then suddenly you're fully invested in figuring everything out. It's just one of those games that feels way ahead of its time. It's an absolute gem of the Master System era, and probably in most people's top 3, if not number 1. It was definitely a close call for the top spot in my favourite top 10. Now, finally in at number 1, for me it was only going to be Bubble Bobble. This game is just timeless. The concept is simple. You trap your enemies in bubbles, pop them, clear the screen, but it's so addictive. It's one of those easy to learn but hard to put down type of games. And if you've ever played it with someone else, you know how fun it can be. Me and my mate used to play this for hours as a kid. So much fun. We actually cleared all the levels. Never managed to do it on solo, but as a 2-player, we worked well together. It took us a long bloody time. Every weekend off school or holidays when it was raining and we weren't playing out, we'd be on Bubble Bobble trying to battle our way through to the end. An amazing game, and I can't rate it high enough. So yeah, that's my top 10 favourite Master System games. There are definitely more I could have included. This console has a deeper library than people give it credit for, but these are the ones that really stuck with me. They mightn't be the best, they probably mightn't be your favourite, but they're mine, and I rated them in a way that stuck with me as a kid. Let me know in the comments what your favourites are, and if you agree with where I've placed some of mine. And if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to drop a like, maybe a subscribe if you're enjoying the channel, and more retro stuff will keep coming. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.